Yes, hi guys, welcome back to Normskitv. Just on my way to church. Got my friend in the back, Mr. D, avid Chelsea fan. David, man, welcome to Normskitv.
Thank you.
How you doing, bro? Good?
It's a shame that the first time I'm on it, we're talking about the 2-2 draw.
Look, mate, listen, mate. Look, first of all, I know you was trying to get us some tickets for the game and stuff like that, but it didn't happen. But nevertheless, it doesn't matter. It was a great result, 2-2, and you was at the game. Which is interesting. And what are your thoughts? Going into that game. Obviously, we didn't have the greatest of start.
No.
With your trusted Mr. Luiz.
Yeah.
I was about to call him Agent. Agent Luiz. But listen, Mustafi, boy, I don't know. I know you know my thoughts on Mustafi.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was doing to, play a ball like that, to put David Luiz under that sort of pressure. But look, at the end of the day, I don't think, personally speaking, I don't know what your thoughts are. I don't personally think it was a red card. And the reason why I'm saying that, because of this double jeopardy rule, where if you take down a player in the box and it's not intentional, then you can give him a yellow card and then give the penalty.
Okay.
But the referee, VAR looked at it and said straight red.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's happened now. And we're down to 10 men, and all I'm thinking while I'm watching this game and then watch along is like, this is another 6-0. That's all I'm thinking. This is another 6-0. And the next thing I know, I think Leonard could have done better with possibly got down to the save a bit quicker, but it's 1-0. So, just give me your perspective of the game. You was there. What was the mood like going into it?
Going into it, I thought we're going to win. And of course, with the David Luiz, I understand where you're coming from, but I've seen the replays so many times, and I think he purposely took down Tammy Abraham. He knew what he was doing.
Okay.
I think because he knew that Mustafi was either alongside with him or on the line. I think he thought that, if he was to take down Tammy, he wouldn't get sent off. But I think that was an intentional foul. And
big to differ, but
indeed.
Right.
And I think that going 1-0. We should have just finished our chances, and you could just tell that Arsenal were always going to come back into the game because it was very typical of Chelsea to have all the possession and create chances, because Mustafi was allowing Tammy Abraham to have 3 headers. The fact that Tammy Abraham having 3 headers in a game is very unheard of. So you guys were giving us a chance, but I think it was the tactical decision from Arteta, who basically pretty much allowed the game to flow, because I think if he went very defensive after that, things would have been changed.
I mean, can I take up on that point, because it was interesting. I was sort of barking out that, oh no, because the camera sort of panned to Rob Holding, and I was thinking, oh, he's gonna take off, which makes sense. I get it, because normally managers will do that. As soon as they go down a player, they take off an attacking player and put in a defender soldier. And I was thinking, he hasn't made a change yet. And then it was backwards and forward. Who is he gonna take off? And it just went on and went on. And it was interesting because listening to his post match, he was gonna take off Martinelli. So he was brave. He was brave, and funny enough, Arsenal didn't go into their show. I mean, it was almost like he just said, "Go," and I think that was more in the second half. They started to express themselves, and I think they were looking to hit Chelsea on the counter. And that's the problem with Chelsea. And as you well know, your home form is not that brilliant.
Very vulnerable at the back.
And maybe Arteta may have said that to the guys and said, look, their home form ain't brilliant. Go, you've got nothing to lose. Go and do this. Do it for David Luiz, who was sitting in the room watching the game. But, they went out, and to be honest, I was really surprised at the way Arsenal played, because normally, we in a game like that, banker 6-0. Do you know what I mean? And our record at the Bridge is not brilliant. 2011 was the last time we won there. Robbie Van Persie, hat-trick, 5-3, lovely jubbly. So so I was really surprised at that. So being at the game now, so so you're 1-0 up.
1-0 up. I thought, okay, it's definitely a banker. There's no way we're either losing or drawing this game, especially with Arsenal with 10 men. And I think when the Martinelli game came, I think it was kind of expected. You could tell that the atmosphere, it was a lot of frustration around amongst the fans.
Yep.
You know, nobody could really understand why we had allowed Arsenal to get back into the game.
Yeah.
Knowing that we've got we've got the extra man. So at the moment, and we've obviously got the lead as well. You know, there was no reason for us to allow you guys to get back into the game.
Yeah.
So when it went to 1-1, there was a lot of frustration. There was a lot of like, come on, you know.
But but Dave, you got to admit, being at the game, when you saw it was from a corner, I believe. And I think Mustafi surprisingly was the one that gave the assist from heading it out to Martinelli. And for him to make that 67-yard run, seeing it, when you saw that, what was you thinking? Because I know
it was when I saw Kante slip, I knew that this is a goal.
Right.
There was no catching him.
And what do you think about the way he took the goal? Because, mate, seeing it, the composure for an 18-year-old.
Yeah,
we only paid $6 million for him.
He's a talent, you know, and I think he's going to become one of your best players. Over the next few years. And I think, you know, he's an absolute steal of a buy.
But we got
scouting.
rumours that Real Madrid and Barcelona are looking at him, but this is where we need to tie him down. You know, at the moment they're talking about tripling his wages. He's on 10,000 a week. I wouldn't mind if I had 5,000 of that. You know, but you know, tripling it to 30,000. But I think they need to secure him down to a long-term deal. And you know, basically put in a buyout clause or some whatever. 100 mil, whatever, 150 mil, because you can see he's definitely going to be a player for the future.
There's a huge difference from when you watch him, especially watching him live, to Lacazette. You know, Martinelli just showed such passion, composure on the ball. You know, he's running at plays, he's running in behind. There's a massive difference with him. So I think 100% you guys need to hold him down. He's a, you know, one super wonder kid for the future. And I think if you can do that on a long-term basis and build players around him, you know, you could, you know, have a very prosperous future.
All right, so 1-1, brilliant.
And then Aspilicueta, you know?
He's got one long tongue though, isn't he? I thought, mate, geez, guy.
Aspilicueta. I thought after that.
But he always turns up and. The thing about Aspilicueta, if I can pronounce his name, he always somehow turns up scoring goals against us. When you least expect, he always does it, and he does it again. Arsenal switch off. You know, and I was praying that. It was a cheap goal. It was a cheap goal. I was just praying. I was praying for VAR. I was saying, live a VAR, pool, whatever. Come on, so help us here. And it was. I mean, he came in. We switched off. I think Holding switched off. Pick him up.
Did switch off.
Goals in. 2-1. 3-4 minutes to go. What you thinking now?
So I generally thought that we would hold out. I honestly thought that. I couldn't really see you guys unless it was going to be a wonder goal. Do you know what I mean? It was either going to be a big time blunder or a wonder goal. And when Bellerin had the ball, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, all where we were, because we were right, we saw it. It was right facing towards us.
Was you at the back of? Was you at the? Oh wow, okay.
So we're at the shed end. And everyone was just like saying, go into him. So Emerson backed off. Tammy was injured. You know.
I don't get that. Why? I mean, I'm assuming you made all your substitutions.
Yes, we had. Yeah. So that was the reason.
You can't really blame Tammy.
No. I'm not blaming Tammy. I'm blaming Emerson. What should have happened? Emerson should have pressed. And Tammy was just obviously should have just laid back and just been an extra man. That presence that could have put off Bellerin from shooting. Do you know what I mean? Or closed off the angle. Emerson backing off, which allowed Bellerin to do no other than shoot with his left foot because he couldn't come out on the right to it.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because when he picked it up, I mean, look, we're getting into the last minutes of the game, dying minutes of the game, and I'm thinking, get on your right foot, cross it. And the only thing with Arsenal, and this is one thing, criticism I have of them, they don't have enough people coming into the box. You know, those late runners. You know, when we had the lights
with blue shirts, you know, so that's why I thought, you know what? Just get into him, because even if he puts the ball in there, you know, there's a lot of cover in there already.
Absolutely. And I think when he did hit it with his left foot, because I was shouting at the TV, cross it, lay it off, cross it. And it was almost like a delayed reaction because he hit it with his left foot. And he just kind of went for a crowd of players. And I don't think he took a deflection. No. And I think your goalkeeper.
But even at Kepa, I mean, even at the ground, you know, you didn't have to watch any replays to know that he should have have done better. He should have saved that.
Absolutely.
Or even got a hand to it.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, it was at the corner, but no, his positioning wasn't right from the beginning. He wasn't on his toes as well. And that should have been an easy or comfortable save.
And remember, he's the most expensive goalkeeper in the Premier League.
Exactly. I mean, if
he didn't cover himself there in glory, then I would say.
There's so many better goalkeepers in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I think he's very average at best.
Yeah, I think someone like, what's the goalkeeper from Burnley? Pope.
100%.
That guy,
100%.
he's absolutely unbelievable.
Any day.
Yeah.
Yes, and obviously it was sickening seeing the Arsenal fans chant and celebrate.
Was you right next to them? Was you?
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
I remember. I mean, talk sort of just going backtracking when Martinelli scored that goal.
Yeah.
And he just ran up to the Arsenal fans, folded his arms. I thought.
Yeah, I don't know what Lacazette was doing. Why?
He's doing the John Terry. Didn't play the Europe.
No part in that goal.
Played no part.
Nothing.
Didn't even play the team. But goes the shirt on.
Exactly. But he was quick to celebrate.
I know.
I was where was he?
I was telling my son, we was laughing at ourselves. We was thinking, what's Lacazette doing there?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? But listen, it looks like Martinelli has arrived on the scene.
Yeah.
And long may he continue to do it for Arsenal. And I mean, as I say, it was gutting 2-2, but mate. If you get a chance, watch my watch along.
Yeah.
We was doing some madness in there. I mean, the neighbours.
I think I'm busy this week.
Well, do you know what? It was a pity that you wasn't watching it at my house, because I remember when we watched the game with you at your house.
Yeah.
Mate, I tell you, my eardrums nearly burst. And I think you sent a couple of pictures around them. I don't know if you're memeing me, but. It was sweet revenge. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we didn't win the game.
Yeah, but it felt like a win to you guys.
And
the sucker punch at the end.
And I think that's not the Arsenal that I've seen have never, over late, shown that, especially under Unai Emery, have shown that fight and desire, which we've got. We haven't got what I call quality players at the moment, and come the summer, Arteta needs to be thinking about who he's going to bring in and who he's going to let go, because at the moment he has to work with who he's got, and the Cronkies for me. Then just not putting their hands in their pocket. And, when he came, I don't know what promises he was given, but as you can see, most of our transfer dealings at the moment, are loan deals. And I spoke about it in my transfer daily this morning about we just brought in this 6'4" defender, Pablo Maria from Flamenco. We got him on a £4 million loan with the option to buy him in the summer for $7 million. Okay, it doesn't sound a lot of money, but the thing is, look, we spent $6 million on Gabriel, and look what he's turning out to be. So I'm just hoping he's 6'4", ball playing defender. He's left-footed, left-sided, so we needed that. 26 years old, so he's got time on his side, experience. He's got it under his belt, and he won the I can't remember what the equivalent of the Brazilian Champions League, but he won that with them, and he was in the best player team in Brazil. But coming to the Premier League. It's a different ball game. You either swim or you sink. And the Premier League, as you can see, Pepe is taking a bit of time for him to get into there. But look, 4th place, as we're going to finish now. What are your chances of finishing at the end of the season in 4th place? You're 10 points ahead of us. And you've got a number of teams behind you.
I think I'm pretty confident that Chelsea will finish 4th. Only because the teams below us, the likes of yourselves, Spurs, United, are just not consistent enough.
Right.
And I don't think they've got the pedigree, to accumulate, a run of games where they. And
to be honest, with your transfer embargo, to do what you've done, because I was thinking how they ain't going to be able to sign out players. And they've got to just work with these youngsters. But to be honest, Frank Lampard has done a really good job. I think if you're sorted at your home form, you would probably be about 2nd or 3rd.
I think
second, to be honest. Because the amount of points that you've dropped at home to teams that you wouldn't... Newcastle. Sorry. Twice. Whoa.
And Southampton.
So...
And obviously drawing to you guys as well. So, but I think we will be there. 4th. I think we've got enough quality in the squad. Ruben Loftus-Cheek coming back as well. That's like a new signing for us. I think Barkley's playing a bit better now. He's just a little bit of a different option. I think we've got enough quality in the squad at the moment to get top 4.
Yeah.
However, we do need to build in the summer.
So, would you say for Arsenal then our best option then really is the Europa?
I think for Arsenal personally, maybe some Arsenal fans might disagree with me, is to probably finish out of the top 6, which would be do you guys much more good for next season, and maybe try and win the Europa League.
The only disadvantage with that is that we're not going to be able to attract those elite players. I know that happens with you guys.
Yeah.
And I think the following season you went on and won the league when you finished that, and I'm thinking you finished about 10th, and then the following year you won the league.
I think for Arsenal at the moment it's about rebuilding. It's about getting back to where you used to be, which is top 4.
Absolutely, 100%.
That's your number 1 priority.
Yeah.
And if you could probably have a good Europa League Cup run and potentially win it.
Yeah, there are some strong teams in there.
Yeah, there are.
Ajax are in there, Napoli, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's going to be tough, but look, I still have a little bit. I'm clinging on to the faith, and I'm going to church today, so Lord, please help us. But at that note, Dave, listen, I'd like to say thanks for coming on and having a chat, and listen, I hope that we can do more of this and have some chats. I mean, I know, there's going to be some other games that probably get you to come and have your thoughts on it and stuff like that. We played you twice now, so that story's ended. So
we might
listen,
have each other in the FA Cup. You never know.
Well, you never know. You never know.
Well, you got to get past.
We got to get past Bournemouth on Monday. So let's see what happens. But listen, Dave, thanks very much. Thanks for joining us on Normskitv, and look forward to hearing you more in the future and doing some stuff together. Listen, I'm out of here. Take care. Blessings.